try this again. So we're on the Hudson Line add-on just came out. Tried to run this video a couple times yesterday. For some reason, not getting it recorded correctly. So we'll try this again. I'm not going to talk much during this. I think most people have seen it or heard it. I'm just going to get the sights and sounds here real quick. Do a couple stops for you. Maybe pause a couple places here just to check out some of the scenery. Just in case anybody out there is on the fence about this, you can kind of make up your own mind. Bit of an overshoot there. So I'm not anywhere near familiar enough with this stock to begin with to really make a judgment on it. With the door sounds and everything. The platform height, obviously, yeah, that was not too bad. I saw one; looked like it was a 2-foot drop off. But I guess we saw that on the New York to New Haven as well, which is joined with this already, which is amazing. I saw there's a plan of V2 to merge North Jersey coast, Morristown, and this all in one big route, which is insane. It's awesome. One thing, obviously, you need more AI on this because this is not what it looks like. This is not true to life. Even I know that. I've never been north of Grand Central or Penn. That's kind of my stopping point. I get off in Penn from where I'm coming from, and I go to Grand Central to grab some cocktails. That's pretty much my limit in New York City. But I do know it is not this sparsely populated and active. But that's what we see in most lines. I guess that's kind of the up to us portion anymore. And the same with this. Yeah, that's got to go. That's horrible. Somebody said it was a copy paste from the Train Sim World. I agree. Sounds a slightly lower quality version of that recording. So, model-wise, though, take a look here. Again, I can't say much for it. I'm not familiar with much of this stock here. In terms of how it runs and how it sounds. Obviously, I got to work on my braking here, but Yankee Stadium. Scenery's okay, I guess. Some of the assets are nice, but there's a couple spots here. I'm going to post up another video here of P32, and we'll come down south. We'll start at the northern end of the route here and bring that down. There's a couple areas I did notice on a quick run through that were just kind of left alone. I know some areas where there was industry and has since been torn down or whatnot, and it's empty yard now. But I mean, at least weeded up. You might see a siding that came off of this line in those areas in real life that just were not included. I think this was honestly a bit of a rush job, and the trap. Again, I'm going to say it 1,000 times. I'm not familiar enough with this, but we'll see if we catch a spot up here. I think this is a good one. We have a 60 limit through this turn, right? No elevation to this trap, no super elevation whatsoever through a lot of these turns. And you'll see over here on the gauge here, and we're not going fast enough coming out of the station here to register this. We'll have one up here after High Bridge, I think it is, and there, yeah, you can see lateral movement here. We're at 45 coming up on a 60. But if you once you get north of I want to say once you get around Morris Heights, maybe just north of Morris Heights, there's, we've got elevation on the turns, on the curves. There's some level of it here. So we're going to blow through this platform just to not stopping a 6-car train at that. So again, a little bit of greenery here. Some construction materials. As is usual, there's no AI traffic. There's no, very, very little vehicle traffic. You see up there up ahead here in the distance, we have some traffic across the bridge, but above us right there, we didn't. And along these side roads and such, it's really clean. No weathering whatsoever to this concrete. I mean, there's no texture to it. I feel like they're building blocks. Building placement is relatively accurate. Again, I'm not familiar with the area. This is just I was doing a run with it being mapped on Google Maps just to kind of get a view, and it's pretty solid. Of course, not all the buildings are 100% accurate to their design, but their placement is relatively correct. The headlights kind of... I think we had that same issue before. I don't think the M8 was the one that had this. You're lighting up like 2 or 3 city blocks down the track, which is fine and dandy. I mean, again, this is something when you see the AP enhancement packs come out, they eliminate this glow during certain times of day when running a train just to avoid that effect. Especially if you're running Railworks Enhancer. I'm running it right now to the 25% bloom. If you are running 25% after 5 in the evening or 6 in the morning, depending on time of year with where the sun is, you're going to see some crazy lighting effects. It's just going to white out and wash your screen. With the headlights on, it's horrible in some cases. If you're at 50 or 75, you're really going to see it no matter what time of day. So here, yeah, you can see a little bit of elevation here where we're lifting the track and rolling into this, and that's what it should look like. The lateral forces aren't too crazy, but again, building blocks just feels dead over here. Some of the emptiness in the terrain. And this is, again, it's an outside opinion from someone who has never been on this line. And someone who's not paying attention to the speeds here as I just look around. Had to derail at this platform up here. The last time I tried to record, I think it was this platform. Just plumb derailed. No rhyme or reason. I think it was actually right around this curve right here. Coming in well below speed, just took her off the tracks. Yes, we can see some elevation there. I saw somebody said the destination boards here on the sides, I guess they can't be controlled on the fly. Never tried it. And none of the standards work with that. I saw somebody said it has to be done from the editor, which is whatever. Kind of nice if you want to just throw. Obviously, you can see on the side what my destination was, and that's not true. So I'm just doing a quick drive. Get her up to speed here. We'll stop at Riverdale, and then I'll post this one up, and then we'll do a P32. We'll head south to Riverdale, kind of meet in the middle there, just to kind of get a run and sound view overview on the P32. I'm not going to do the SD40 or the Gen Set. They're no different than they ever have been before. The last 22 times that you've seen them. So you can just barely see. That's another thing, is the other side of the river here. I think that's both sides New York yet, or is it still New Jersey over there? I don't know. Let's just let's e-brake this thing so we can get out and listen to. There you go. So that's what she sounds like from full track speed down to, we're at 75 to 0. Yeah, modeling though, she looks pretty as far as I can tell. Again, basing it off of my very light knowledge of these units. It's actually kind of impressive. Usually we have this watered down interior view. If you're looking in from anything other than the actual passenger view camera, this is on par with that. So it's kind of nice to see that. Still makes me wonder why they don't do a forward and reverse camera if we go in here. There's nothing else. That's it. Can't change cars, can't change position, can't do anything with it. So that's it. Just kind of wanted to do a quick run and quick view of it for anybody who wanted to hear it, see anything before they buy it. It's nice that it's 20% off the bat for this thing, for this route and what comes with it. But nothing really crazy awesome about it, I guess. It's just scenery again, kind of bland in areas that they could have dolled it up. I guess we might see that on the next one. This might be what it looks like Riverside. You see some of the scenery over here when you're looking across the river, all trees, and it kind of fades off there. We have that problem in this game anyway. But as you get up the river here, you'll see that it almost whitens out. And there's some areas just south of here. It's the same thing. But yeah, some weird like track cuts here. Like look at this. Look at that nice sharp angle in the track there. There's a couple spots that have that too. I'm not too happy with some of the track work in this. I'm not a professional by any means when it comes to that, but that's going to give you a bit of a bumpy ride. And I don't know, maybe that's what caused me to jump off the track on another run earlier. So, all right, so we'll see. Let me know what you think about this route. I'm sure there'll be plenty of discussion about this in the weeks to come. See, everybody's working on modifications, so I look forward to seeing what everybody comes out with, so we can throw them on here and make these things sound and run a little bit more closer to real life.